Have you ever wondered how the spark of rebellion was ignited in the Indian subcontinent that eventually led to its independence? That spark was the revolt of 1857. In the mid-19th century, the Indian subcontinent was under the rule of the British East India Company. The Indian people were oppressed, their rights trampled upon, and their culture disrespected. The seeds of rebellion were sown in this fertile ground of discontent. In the year 1857, the fire of rebellion was lit. Indian soldiers, known as sepoys in the British East India Company's army, rose against their oppressive rulers. The immediate trigger was the introduction of new rifle cartridges that were rumored to be greased with cow and pig fat, deeply offensive to both Hindu and Muslim sepoys. This revolt was not an isolated incident. It was a culmination of growing discontent against the British rule. The oppressive policies, high taxes, disrespect for local customs and traditions, and the systematic destruction of the Indian economy had all contributed to this uprising. The revolt spread like wildfire across the Indian subcontinent. It was not just a military revolt. It was a popular uprising involving people from all walks of life. From soldiers to peasants, from princes to commoners, everyone joined hands in the fight against British rule. The revolt of 1857 holds a significant place in the annals of Indian history. It was a major turning point in the Indian freedom struggle. This rebellion, albeit unsuccessful, shook the foundations of the British Empire in India. It marked the beginning of a national movement for freedom that eventually led to India's independence in 1947. However, the rebellion was brutally suppressed by the British. The aftermath was devastating, with widespread destruction and loss of life. It was a grim reminder of the power of the British Empire and the lengths it would go to maintain its rule. Despite its failure, the revolt of 1857 left an indelible mark on India's path to independence. It served as a beacon, guiding future generations in their fight for freedom. It instilled a sense of nationalism among the Indian people and paved the way for the rise of powerful leaders who would eventually lead India to its independence. In conclusion, the revolt of 1857 was a critical juncture in India's history. It was the first large-scale rebellion against British rule, marked by unprecedented unity among Indians from diverse backgrounds. Although it was brutally suppressed, its legacy lived on, inspiring future generations in their fight for freedom. It was the spark that ignited the flame of independence that eventually engulfed the British Empire, leading to the birth of a free and independent India.